Hello everyone, I am Nanda Arif Maulana, a student at the Indonesian Technocrat University, Faculty of Engineering and Computer Science, Information Systems Study Program. In this video I will explain about infrastructure audit and information operations. Information infrastructure and operational audits are two important aspects in the information technology audit domain which focus on evaluating and examining IT infrastructure and operational processes related to the security, availability, integrity, and efficiency of information systems in an organization. Let's discuss these two concepts in more depth. 1. Information infrastructure audit. An information infrastructure audit is the process of examining all the technological elements that make up an organization's IT infrastructure. The main objective of this audit is to assess the reliability, security, availability, and efficiency of the infrastructure used within the IT sphere. Some aspects examined in an information infrastructure audit include computer networks, evaluation of the design, configuration, security, and management of computer networks including hardware, routers, switches, and software, firewalls, IDS/IPS. Operating system, examination of the operating system used, such as Windows, Linux, to ensure proper security configuration, access rights settings, and application of security updates. Data center, audit of the data center's physical and technical infrastructure to ensure physical security, power availability, cooling systems, and compliance with data security standards. Cloud services, inspection of the cloud services used, e.g. AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, to ensure security configuration, access management, and service monitoring. Hardware, inspection of hardware such as servers, storage, and network devices to ensure availability and optimal performance. The results of an information infrastructure audit are recommendations for improvements and actions needed to correct existing weaknesses or vulnerabilities in the IT infrastructure. 2. Information operational audit. Information operational audit is an examination of operational processes related to the management, use, and management of information technology in an organization. The focus of this audit is to assess effectiveness, efficiency, security, and compliance with operational policies and standards. Some aspects examined in an information operations audit include information security management, examination of information security policies, access governance, data encryption, and identity management. IT risk management, evaluation of the identification, assessment, and mitigation of risks related to information technology. Incident monitoring and response, examination of an organization's ability to detect, respond to, and resolve information security incidents. User management, audit of access rights management, user compliance with security policies, and identity governance. 3. Information infrastructure audit objectives. Security assessment, checks whether systems and networks are properly set up to avoid security threats such as malware attacks, DDoS attacks, or unauthorized access. Availability monitoring, ensures that the IT infrastructure can operate consistently and uninterrupted to support the organization's business activities. Performance evaluation, assess the efficiency and performance of IT infrastructure in supporting the applications and services used by the organization. Risk identification, identify potential risks to the IT infrastructure that may affect the organization's operations and find solutions to address them. 4. Objectives of information operational audit. Policy enforcement, ensure that IT operational processes are carried out in accordance with established security policies and standards. Risk management, evaluate risk management in the use of information technology and provide recommendations to reduce identified risks. Resource usage optimization, examines the efficient use of IT resources such as hardware, software, and personnel to optimize costs and performance. Regulatory compliance, checks the organization's compliance with applicable regulations and security standards in the industry or jurisdiction in which the organization operates. 5. Audit process. Planning, determine the audit scope, objectives, required resources, and audit schedule. Information collection, collect data and documents related to IT infrastructure and operations to be audited. Analysis and evaluation, analyze compliance, performance, security, and efficiency of IT infrastructure and operations. Reporting, prepare audit reports containing findings, recommendations for improvement, and suggested corrective actions. Follow-up, monitor implementation of recommended improvements and corrective actions to ensure that identified issues are addressed. 6. Audit methods and approaches. Physical inspection involves in-person inspection of physical infrastructure such as data centers, server rooms, network hardware, and computer equipment to ensure security and availability. Security testing perform penetration testing and security audits to identify system vulnerabilities that could be exploited by unauthorized parties. Data collection analyze log data, access history, and system activity to check compliance with security policies and detect potential security incidents. Interviews and observations conduct interviews with IT personnel and directly observe operational processes to understand implemented practices and policies. Performance testing perform load and performance testing on IT infrastructure to assess system capacity and response under specific operational conditions. 7. Benefits of information infrastructure and operational audits. Risk identification identify potential risks to the security, availability, and integrity of information systems. Security improvements correct weaknesses in infrastructure and operational processes to increase security levels. Resource optimization optimize the use of IT resources such as hardware, software, and personnel. Compliance and external audit meet regulatory and standards compliance requirements and support external audit processes. Efficiency improvement increase operational efficiency through identifying and improving less efficient processes. Information asset protection increases protection of an organization's information assets from threats and risks. 8. Challenges in auditing information infrastructure and operations. Technological complexity. A complex and ever-evolving IT infrastructure requires an auditor's deep understanding and technical skills. Resource limitations, limited time, budget, and personnel to conduct a comprehensive audit. Risk uncertainty. Constantly changing security and operational risks require an adaptive and proactive audit approach. Involvement of stakeholders. Cooperation and support from various departments and business units within the organization is required to support the audit process. Compliance with standards. Ensure that audits are carried out in accordance with applicable audit standards such as COBIT, ISO/IEC 27001, and others. 9. Information infrastructure audit process. The information infrastructure audit process involves the following steps. Identify audit scope. Determine the scope of the audit, including the IT infrastructure to be inspected and the technology used. Information collection. Collect data and related documents such as policies, system configurations, activity logs, and infrastructure documentation. Physical and visual inspections. Perform in-person inspections of physical infrastructure such as data centers, server rooms, and network devices to verify security and availability. Vulnerability analysis. Perform security testing and vulnerability analysis to identify potential security issues that need to be fixed.